hackneyed guts.
And Johnny will pay for it first. Top dollar. Johnny's pre-order that sucker. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, can I pass it over to Dirty D for some more serious fare?
No,
What's
he's
up,
a nice
man?
boy.
Oh, man, you got to check out the non-Twink Sauron laden
Which is just
Atlantis.
unfortunate, really.
Earth Atlantis.
How you doing, man?
Real quick though, Pat.
Yes.
5 years ago.
Is this about Twink Sauron again?
5 years ago, Pat.
Twinks.
Do you think that you would be here now saying the word twink multiple times?
How long have I known you?
Just about that long.
No, that was a surprise. That was very much a surprise for me.
All right, I just wanted to put that out there for our wonderful listeners and viewers.
No,
So, jumping into Earth Atlantis. Thank you, man. Great game. One of the best little. I'm not a huge fan of shooting scrollers. I was back in the day, Contra and all that good stuff. But this one,
how you gonna turn your back on Legacy, my man?
no,
We got Shadow Complex these days.
You know what happened?
We got Metal Gear Metal Slug 47.
Halo happened to me, and I died.
Oh, you got spoiled by. Okay, come on, man. What about the club? What about Daikatana?
He said
What
the
about
club.
Yeah,
Daikatana.
Yeah.
Oh, man. What
Yeah.
a treasure.
Daikatana was great.
Nah, Daikatana.
What?
Wait, what?
I liked it.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Come on, man. I brought you on here for expert opinions. How you gonna sit there?
Oh, here we
And be,
go.
that's like saying you know
Let's
who
get
had
it-
some.
Okay, how about we postpone this conversation because I would love to have it with you, and I'll tell you why. And then we just got to finish this review for you.
All right, I'm not gonna cut you down. I'm not gonna sweep the legs out.
Because you'll rant for about 20 minutes why I'm the most horrible person on earth right now.
Oh, I'm ready. Yo, pins and needles, my brother.
So-
What do you got?
Earth Atlantis.
Yeah.
Great game. It's a scrolling shooter.
This man said
now, what I enjoyed about this game, honestly, from the rip, I didn't even read a description on it. I just put the thing code in and I downloaded it. As soon as I played the game, I fell in love because the art style. It looks like a topical map, a topography map from I don't know, Columbus era, if you want to call it that.
Yep.
It's art style is very archaic and old. In that sense, it's just like a really old map and it's great. I fell in love with that. It just looks like a bunch of sketches, and I just really enjoy art on my own end of it things because I used to draw. So
Yeah, like an ink line
against
work.
like a mosaic touch. It has a mosaic color feel to it, so it's really gorgeous. I wish you could. If you guys see the images on the screen, it literally looks like that.
Yeah.
You have 5 different subs that you can pick, but the first one is unlocked. The rest you have to unlock, and you progressively have to unlock these. Now, the premise of the game is basically Earth went through, like every other game nowadays, some apocalyptic event that caused everything to be sunken into the sea. All the major cities are under the water, and you are now playing as you don't see anybody. You just literally play as these little subs. And there are 38 major monsters in the water. What happened with this after the Earth was destroyed for whatever reason, because it doesn't clarify that.
You got the Kraken, you got Jenny Haley, you got the giant.
Yeah, it's great. You just immersed in this world as is, and the sea monsters merged with mechanics and metal, so robots. So basically, they're robotic fish. And what I enjoyed about this game is they would swim in the background and then just literally come out into gameplay.
Yeah, we got to check it out at PAX, and I did notice that they use different parts of the map, so it all looks flat, but some parts are like background, some parts are foreground, and 3D effects.
Oh, I like that. Sonic did that to an extent.
Yeah. It's very much like, I guess to a much lesser degree, but for older audiences, if you recall how in Super Mario Bros. 3, if you found a white block, you duck behind it. There's a whole nother world. That was like a prototype for it.
World.
But yeah, there's like a second part of the level to explore.
Yeah. So, with that said, you build up your power. Small fish drop power, health. P stand for the bubbles. Increase your ammunition.
You got P underwater, so
P underwater.
Not what
bubble.
you might be thinking.
I can so many jokes. And obviously you can add. Huh?
No, I'm sorry. Bad jokes.
This guy's putting my hand in warm water. Please take a pee.
Pat's having some goofs tonight.
Oh, stop.
And you do have a health bar. Mine sitting around. Damage takes over time. Once you die, you start over. But it keeps.
Wait, when you say start over, you mean like R-type, one hit, you're dead?
Yeah, R-type.
And beginning of the game?
Once your health bar is completely filled,
Multiple
you're done.
hits.
Multiple hits. You destroy, you start over. I do enjoy it because it keeps track of your kills. So when you are hunting these 38 sea monsters, and as soon as you have to explore the map, and as soon as you run up on one of them, the music changes and you know you're in a boss fight.
It's on now.
It's like,
What you got over there? What you got
I
cracking?
think I found one.
That kind of stuff
he
always
found
made
one.
me
Yeah,
so
good luck with that
anxious
one.
as a kid when like you hear the music but you're not yet in the fight.
There you go.
Oh,
Johnny's going to work with the giant bottomless squid.
And you gotta go down this corridor by yourself.
And as you
You're just
progress in the
waiting for
game and as you increase your points and everything, you unlock the other subs actually do different things. Some of them shoot weapons left and right. Hey, go ahead, Ron.
I got the game over.
Let man play the game while he's giving a review.
And that's pretty much it. The game has a lot of longevity. It's great for the Switch because I usually use my Switch as a handheld. I literally very rarely play it on my TV. And I just love collecting games of this nature because it keeps me playing. It keeps me using my system that I invested in. It's very costly. It's $14. It's a very affordable
for a Switch
number.
game. That's pretty cheap.
Nah, man. Most of the Switch games are very retro, very platformish, old school retro style games, and a lot of indie developers that I've noticed. I don't know if you noticed it, but to me, that's a lot of independent developers that they're really depending on. But the games are also all really good quality. Like there are independent developers on like Xbox and PSN. They have their games, but I just don't really gear towards those. For the Switch, for some reason, I'm willing to try them. No, it's just it's the capacity that I'm playing it in. You know, I'm able to just grab these games, and when I'm at work, take a lunch break, go to work, I can play it. You know what I mean? Like,
while I'm at work, I can play this game. So.
Yeah, so that game is $14.99.
$14.99.
And you know the marketplace for the Switch right now it fluctuates. For indie titles, it's like from $5 to $20 or $30. Yeah. Some of the more expensive ones are certainly in the $30 range, and most of those don't seem like they're worth their price of entry.
This is beautiful.
But
really,
$15 seems
a reasonable price.
Very, very reasonable for an indie game. So this looks. I was just playing it. Went through, died. So it's like a roguelike art type. That's what it seems like from what you have described and from what I've played.
Well, but no, you still keep your abilities and such when you come back, right?
No, you have to start over again. But you keep track of the kills. So when you kill one legendary monster, it's on your list. You've done it. You don't have to fight that guy again. You can explore the area again, but once you've killed him, you go and it's great because as you progress, I've noticed today because I literally just killed the first 3 that progressed me to the big one that you just fought. So depending on what powers you add to your ship, because you can pick from bomb, mines, literally shoots out mines that literally bounce and it'll explode.
Slingshots, spitballs.
Increased ammunition. So the second one, there's 4 different subs. You start off with the Nautilus. The next one is the one that I want is Musashi because it has these lasers, like 4 lasers that come out of the side. It's constantly going. So as you travel down into these little tight corners on the top 3D, you're doing damage constantly against the walls. Because what gets you in this game is the
it's like a Gunstar Heroes weapon. Because
what gets you in this game are the crustaceans that are attached to the wall, are launching random rocks and little
tons of mines, and
that's what gets you in the game. Really, everything else can be manageable, but if you're not paying attention, you constantly have to move. You have to be very agile, very smart. It's just really fun and really epic to me personally, and the soundtrack is great.
Artwork is amazing.
I wish the soundtrack is the flaw though. It's just consistently the same song. And I wish the only time you get a different song is when you fight a boss, but the boss songs are the same.
Damn.
And that just
is it at least catchy?
Huh?
Is it at least catchy?
Yeah, the boss song is very catchy. Once you win, you're like, oh shit, I'm in an epic fight. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
All right,
but
so
then once you go back
jamming, like, oh, this is the stuff. That's like, I've been shot.
Is the world itself, is it randomly generated? So next time you play it, is the world you're exploring different, or is it always going to be the same?
It's still the same map. What happens, the boss disappears, but they just generate more enemies. And the enemies are literally generated. You'll scroll past one, you'll clear out a section, you'll scroll to the next side, and then you can go back and there'll be a whole bunch of new fresh batch of enemies. But you need that because that's what you use to build up your ammunition, your power. So instead of 1 shot, you increase your ammunition 4 shots at a time. You need that because you need to progress. Enjoy yourself. You can.
Yeah, we lost Mix for like 4 minutes there.
What I like a comment on a game I had
for a second. I was gonna judge this game a little bit because I was just gonna be like, it just seems a little bit repetitive. But what I've noticed is that you have to use specific powers for specific bosses, and you have to pretty much earn them. So you can't just hightail it to a boss. You have to sit there, kill as you go, get what you need. Obviously your first encounter is your first encounter. So whatever. The missiles will, the Megadron, which is like this huge shark, missiles work better on him as opposed to the mine. So I didn't realize that, and then I had to go back and get the mission. The missiles.
You know what this sounds like? It was an old game that I really loved, and they did an updated version for the Xbox on XBLA. It's called Bionic Commando.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Bionic
Is
Commando.
about the remake. Bionic Commando.
Both.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bionic Commando Rearmed.
Yeah.
Oh no, not that like 3D piece of no. We don't
I don't know about that one.
We don't talk about that. The kibosh on that mess. No. The original Bionic Commando and then the Bionic Commando Rearmed.
Yep.
Was a game designed like that. You couldn't just like breeze through and go past certain points. You had to accomplish certain things to get particular items that would allow you to continue. So you could be amazing at the game, but if you didn't accomplish your mission there, you could. I mean, I'm killing dudes left and right. I'm having fun using that arm, pushing them off the platform. Yeah, like, you fall off an oil derrick. You're welcome. It's a
great soundtrack on that game too.
Yeah, it'd be sadistic as hell, but unless you actually get the blue communicator, you can't actually contact your base from this level, so you can't go farther in the game. If you don't get the missile launcher, you can't knock down this reinforced wall at this point, so you can't progress past here. It sounds like they incorporated a lot of this.
Yeah, I mean, it has the same feel. I mean, but most shooter scrollers tend to. Mm-hmm. That's just me, in my opinion. There's some every so often someone will just do it really good. And really just implement a really good art style, implement a really good idea. So you're saying
this isn't the next Echo the Dolphin?
What?
You underwater, I'm saying. It's either that or, what was that name? What was that game?
Echo the Dolphin.
Yeah. No. There's another one, though, where you start off Evo.
No, I never played Evo.
Evo.
I know what you're talking about. I never played Evo. I thought
everyone says Evo was great once you become like, a big cephalopod.
I just couldn't get past like a dolphin shooting shit. Like,
that was so good, though. It's so silly.
Echo was awful.
The game where you evolve?
Yeah, the game where you start off as like a paramecium and you evolved like a big dragon and stuff.
I beat that game.
How?
What?
Really?
How? Who had the time?
You end up so when you beat the first major section, you end up starting off again, and sometimes you'll go forward in time dramatically, or you'll go backwards in time and evolve as a completely separate strain of things. So,
ridiculous.
In one point,
we're talking about this game called Evo for I think it was for the Genesis or Super Nintendo.
It was on Super Nintendo.
Yeah, it's an old game where you start off as like a single-celled organism and you literally evolve.
I never got this game. I know what you're talking
every
about.
level was the next stage of evolution, but you can evolve as you're playing in one particular level up to a certain degree. Then you beat that level, and now you're a more developed life form, and you're progressing through. It's a very level-based type of game. Eventually, you make your way to like being dinosaurs, and you're duking it out with other dinosaurs. Then you're starting off as apes, and you're
eventually.
Going up.
I played the game.
I enjoyed this game when it was called Primal Rage.
No. This is.
And no, I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'm joking.
I played this game for. I remember very specifically when I started revisiting the old systems. And I played it for like 7 or 8 hours straight. On end.
And you didn't beat it?
Dude, the farthest I got, and this is continuously evolving, I got to like this like oversized lanternfish, and I couldn't get any farther because the game stopped being fun and just started pissing me off royal. And I remember I kept getting slapped by this thing looked like an otter. And I'm like, why can't I evolve past this point? I'm a fish, it's an otter. We're not evenly matched here. He's trying to crack my head on his belly for some reason. And I just
let the bully just take you out the game, man.
I feel like we're dealing with some like undealt with. Yeah.
Okay, you know what? No. Certain games it didn't sound like Earth Atlantis had this problem, but certain
games. So the otter was
you
actually some really big guy that picked on Pat. So that's what it sounded like.
Oh man. Okay, you stop that right now.
Usually those are called bears. Otters are much smaller.
Oh,
you said otter though.
I said. Otters are not cute to lanternfish. All right. No. What happened is I got to this sucker and you know what it reminded me of? You've played Battletoads. Everyone played Battletoads. Okay, I found out after playing Battletoads, like one day I had my old Nintendo. I'm like, I'm gonna beat this month. I'm gonna beat this game today. I played from 6 a.m. to about I think it was like maybe 11:30, a little before midnight. I played all day, and I'm like, no, I'm getting through this. Start over. I'm getting through this. Start over. And I did it, and then I finally got to the point where it was like, this game is never gonna end. It just kept going and going and going, and I quit when I couldn't get past this spiral staircase. And I was like, you know what? Screw it, man. Never mind. I'm done. I gave it my all. I tried my ass off.
Spoilers. That is how you beat it.
Exactly.
By stopping.
Man, it was like 3-4 years later with the advent of YouTube. And I'm like, you know what, man? There are people that have done speed runs of this and actual playthrough. Let me just see how far I got, and found out that BS spiral staircase I got to and was just like, screw it. Now, mind, this is after a full day of play, so I did give it, like, you know, the college try.
Yep.
Is the second to last level. Like, that's the level you beat to fight that damn queen.
Yep.
You know, to beat the damn man.
Years later, his heartbreak.
So
I'm sorry, we have gotten so far off the point of Earth Atlantis, which you say is a good game.
It's a great game.
All right,
thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
$14. If you got a Switch, enjoy it. Use it as a handheld more often, like I do. But you can still, you know, obviously attach the Switch to your TV. But bottoms on, 2 thumbs up. Great game. $14 can't beat the price. Great art style. Great concept. Good luck beating all 38 monsters without, you know, progressing and leveling up. You know what I mean?
All right, very
Can't
sick.
beat it.
Thank you, brother. All right, now I want to go into, dude, I got to check out this movie, Happy Death Day. I was so freaking jazzed when I walked out.